Hey, it's Dave from Chaos Guitars. Welcome to the final edition of Bench Talks for Season 1. It's been a while since I did the one before this. Work and everything else has been crazy, so it took some time to get to this last one, and I apologize for that. This one is we'll just do a quick one. I'm fighting a cold, and I'm trying to get a couple videos out today that are past due. But this one is pretty cool because it's something that's kind of close to me, and it took me a long time in my life to realize this. But you're not doing it wrong. And it's funny because I spent a lot of my life thinking, and I don't know why this is. I don't know if it was my schooling. I said in another video, I went to Catholic school, so it was a very strict kind of upbringing as far as schooling goes. And I don't know if that's where this came from or if it's just something that was ingrained in me early, but I always believed as a kid that there was a right way and a wrong way to do things. So there was a right way to play guitar and a wrong way to play guitar, and that's it. There was no in between. There was no, like, I firmly believe now that there's a million ways to get from point A to point B. And as long as you get there and the job that you get done is done correctly and satisfactory to everybody's, to what you need, to everybody's needs, then it doesn't matter how you got there. You got there. I didn't believe that when I was younger. I was very much, I don't want to say structured because everything we do here is structured, but in a good way. But I was very much a one-path guy. There was only one way. And that's not the case. So when I was young, really young, I started guitar lessons. And I think I only took maybe 3 or 4 because I hated it. You had to sit straight. You had to do this. You had to do that. You had to keep your thumb on the back of the neck. There's a million rules and regulations. And if you know me, you know I am not a rules and regulations type of guy. So I just didn't like it. I am probably the poster child for how to do everything wrong with a guitar at this point. My form is wrong. I'm a sloppy player, but I have fun, and that's really all that matters. So when guys come in and they're like, it drives me nuts when they compare themselves to, I'm trying to be like this guy on this video, and I'm really working so hard at getting these certain notes perfectly. If that's what you want to do, great, then go for it and concentrate all your time on that one thing. And if that's what you want to do, fine. But I'm telling you, there's no wrong way, there's no right way for the most part to play, to learn, so you're not doing it wrong. You're gonna, especially when you're learning, I get a lot of complaints, I'm getting buzz, when you're learning, the guys, if you've been playing a long time, you know already. When you started, you remember you're getting dead notes, you're getting fret buzz, you're getting all kinds of things, and you don't know whether it's the guitar or it's you or whatever. Just go with it, roll with it. You'll figure it out over time. It's not, guitar is meant to be enjoyed. And I'll tell you, for the first, years of me playing, I probably didn't enjoy it because I set myself up to, this was a career. I didn't plan after this. I planned music. I was going to make money off music, which we did for a while, but this was going to be my career. And don't ever do that, by the way, because the chances of that happening are slim to none. But, I didn't think past that, and especially in the time frame I was doing it, don't ever do that. But I was so focused on it has to be one way. And that's not the case. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to tell you, if you don't know who Jeff Healey is, look him up. Because I believe he was Canadian, but he was a Canadian kind of like a blues player, kind of jazz player maybe. He did a bunch of other stuff. But he was blind. And he sat his guitar on his lap and he played like this. And he was a phenomenal guitar player. So if you're going to tell me I shouldn't wrap my thumb over the top of the neck, then I'm going to tell you, go find something else to do. Because I watched people play guitar in bizarre ways that were so much better than a lot of people I know. So do what's comfortable for you. Do what you like. It doesn't really matter if other people like it or not. Do what you like and what works for you. If it works for you, it's right. Trust me. So that was my thing. You know, I also hear I'm never going to be as good as so-and-so. Who cares? None of it matters. You shouldn't strive to be Eddie Van Halen. You shouldn't strive to be any of these guitar greats, because then you're focused on that. And trust me, I know, because that's what I was striving on. This is my career. It wasn't until later in life that we kind of came back and revisited the whole music thing. And I was like, this is actually fun now. It's more important for it to be fun. I mean, if you're trying to make it your career, that's great too, but make it fun as well, because that's what all of this is really all about. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about doing something that you love around people with the same interest, that love the same thing. And the benefits of this instrument, or any instrument, are insane. And I can tell you from real life experience that you probably don't even realize what playing an instrument does for you. Because I can tell you that years ago now, I don't 13, 14 years ago, something, I don't know, I had an aneurysm and lost my ability to do pretty much everything. I had to relearn how to walk. I had to relearn everything. This instrument, everything I knew, all the material I had written, a couple albums worth of material that we had, was gone. I had to relearn it all. And I didn't play for a long time because I was like, well, that chapter in my life is over. I'm not going to take that time to relearn again. And the reason I got back to it and relearned it was, I'll never forget, Rose, my wife now, brought me to a guy, which everybody was saying, it's a quack. It's never going to work. He was a chiropractor slash neurologist, I think. And we were like, whatever. And he was the only one that did some testing and stuff that actually made an impact. And I remember he took my whole background and everything, and we were telling him how I was a musician and whatnot. And he did this tap test with me where I was supposed to tap along with this beat. And he said to me, you're not a musician. You've never been a musician. I'm like, yeah, I have. And we were showing him my background of music and everything. He's like, I can't believe that, because you're nowhere near in time with this. You have no rhythm. And that was kind of devastating to me. So he said, if you were a guitar player, you need to get back to playing guitar. So I got back to playing guitar. And as soon as I did, everything came back. I had massive balance issues. I mean, I still have a lot of this, but like walking was hard. All of that got better when I started playing this again. So the benefits of playing an instrument, the benefits of music in general, are phenomenal. So enjoy it. Don't let it consume you. Don't let the want to be better than somebody else consume you. Don't let the thought that you're not doing it right, or you're not good enough, or you're not whatever, consume you. Because ultimately, none of that matters. Don't let the thought of, well, I don't have good enough gear consume you. Well, I need this $5,000 guitar because that'll make me play better. It won't. The only thing that's going to make you play better is practice. So just pick it up, just play it. The best thing you can do is to keep showing up. Keep picking the instrument up, keep playing it, and keep practicing. And more importantly, keep enjoying it and keep it set up. Thanks for joining us. This has been another edition, the final edition of Bench Talks for Season 1. I'm sure we'll probably do a Season 2. I was thinking about doing one on gear, but there's so much other stuff going on right now. We just did a gain staging article, which is I think is pretty damn good. So go check that out. We're up to 22 or 23 downloads on the website. We're going to be doing the Lehigh Valley Guitar Show coming up, I think in August. So we got some plans for that. We kind of went back and forth about this. I'm not a big guitar show guy. I don't like dealing with egos, and that's what guitar shows are. So we're going to do this one and see how it goes, because we rebranded everything with Chaos Guitars. We got back to our roots and teaching and things like that. So I think it's worth doing one and seeing what happens. So, get on the website, get some of these good downloads, learn some stuff. And then, when it's issues you can't tackle, bring them to me and we'll get you all set up. So I appreciate you guys looking at this stuff. I appreciate you guys learning with me. We're going to do some really cool stuff coming up. I got this workhorse guitar that we want to build, and we want to go step by step and show everybody that you can take a good budget guitar for a little bit of money and make it great. And we're going to show you how to do that. So if you haven't looked at the poll that we have on Facebook, go do that and vote on what you want us to build. So far, we're looking at building a Les Paul, but if you want something different, go on that poll and vote so we know, because we're going to be pulling it soon, because I want to get something ordered so we can start this. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you soon.